Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, it's Maxim again, and today I want to talk about Bassel, or Bassel, I don't know, we'll see how I'll pronounce it. So this guy is a Navy hero, who basically is the same as Nimitz, but a little bit stronger. So his, exclusive skill, actually his maximum of the skill is like 12% higher than on Nimitz. Okay, sorry, 13 or something like that. You can see that the 4 star plus 1 bar Nimitz has around the same exclusive skill strength as Bassel has on 3 stars and no extra bars. I actually have a conversation somewhere on Discord when I was testing it back then, when 3 star Bassel with 0 bars was actually still stronger than Nimitz, and when he was on 3 stars and 4 bars, I think it was like about the same strength. So he is actually stronger than Nimitz, at least when you're leveling him. And that's actually because of how the exclusive skills calculate. Because even though like my Nimitz, at that point my Nimitz already had like 20% extra or 18% extra attack from war, okay, but the Bassel was still beating him. And I think the reason why that is that the exclusive skills are counted like at the very end of the calculation, so they are a pure multiplier, if you know what I mean. Like whatever is your total damage from all your other modifiers gets multiplied by this amount at the end when you are shooting, and it's like activating before every shot, and that's when it counts this multiplier. However, war seems to be an additive thing. Like the war seems to be either additive or it just yeah, I think it's additive. I think it basically what war does is that, you know, here it says 58%, so it's gonna, if I went to my stats, oh, one moment. So if I went to my stats, you would see that I have, for instance, like, I think that it adds to the Navy attack bonus. I think that war is an additive thing which adds on top of this. It's not a self-sustaining multiplier, so to say, because I'm, as I said, I tested it back then, and back then I wasn't making any videos yet, but I'm not sure if I made screenshots, but I'm pretty sure that I talked about it on Discord. If you want, like, I can check it for you guys later, or maybe I can re-record this video, or I can go and check it now. But basically, the point is that I'm like 100% sure that there was a way bigger percentage difference in war than there was in the exclusive skill, okay? And Bassel 3 star with 0 bars was still stronger than Nimitz with like 3 more upgrades and with like a lot more war, until basically Nimitz hit 4 star, then he became clearly stronger than 3 star Bassel, but that's because, you know, extra march, and also it gave him a huge jump in this, and his skill actually became as strong as Bassel's. So that's one thing. However, what is very important is that when you are leveling Nimitz, you can use the Nimitz shards, okay? So as you can see, I just upgraded him 1 bar like a few days ago, but I'm actually focusing on my Amalia, so I didn't give Nimitz a single orange shard ever since he got to 4 stars, okay? And you can see that I already got 74 shards since then. So basically, in the time that it took me to get, 4 times 72 for Amalia of orange shards, with like fully putting all of my orange shards into her, I have been able to get like an extra 72 shards for my Nimitz. And if you go for Bassel, you will have to use only orange shards, except like those from the events. So yeah, like keep that in mind. That's like, I think it's a pretty important thing to like think about, I guess. So because it's not that Bassel is bad. Bassel is definitely, he is stronger than Nimitz. However, you are going to have a much harder time maxing him out. It's gonna take you a lot longer. Slash, like, it's gonna, like, if I so okay, let's do it like this. Okay, so if you are gonna spend enough on this game to buy Amalia, who costs $100, but she has a whole lot of other bonuses, like she gives you a lot of free stuff, and she increases the damage for all of your units, not just the Navy. So that's, so if you're gonna do that, then you're gonna be maxing out Amalia, and then you're gonna be finishing your Nimitz to 5 star. and or like your Katyusha if you're land or something. But let's assume that you are Navy because we are talking about Bassel, right? Anyway, so if you're gonna be maxing your Amalia, then you're gonna be maxing your Nimitz, and then you will have to start on your Bassel from 2 stars or 3 stars. Like that's actually the thing. Like I'm not necessarily unhappy that I bought him, because the event that I got him from actually had a lot of other rewards as well. And but basically I am sorry that I did spend the shards on him to make him 3-star, because that cost me 80 shards, and I could have used these 80 shards on, I could have either saved them for Amalia, but I didn't know that I was actually gonna buy Amalia back then, because I didn't know about enough about the game, or I could have used them on my Nimitz. So either my Nimitz could have been 4-star earlier, or he could have maybe been 5-star, or he would have probably been 4-star earlier, and then I would have my Amalia 5-star now. So that's actually the thing. Unless you are a big whale who spends thousands of dollars on this game, and then like an extra $20 is nothing. Plus you are gonna have a lot more resources, so you are gonna be able to max out Bassel soon. You shouldn't really like upgrade him too early. Or the other option, the other case when you might want to get Bassel is if you are gonna be spending little on this game. If you are not gonna be spending enough to afford Amalia, then getting Bassel is definitely a good option as your second orange hero for Navy. However, it's kind of again gonna be you're not gonna be maxing him out before Nimitz, because Nimitz is gonna, as I showed you, is gonna be easier for you to max him out, and also you cannot forget about perks. Okay. So I'm actually gonna make a separate video about perks. I'm surprised that I didn't do that yet, but yeah, anyhow. So the thing is that when you get your Nimitz up to max level, you are still gonna be getting these extra shards, and you are gonna be able to get perks for him. And perks for orange heroes give, like, I think it's up to 120% extra navy attack, 120% all attack, 120% navy HP, 120% all HP. So you have to kind of keep that in mind, that even though Bassel actually is gonna have a little bit more from this, he's gonna be doing more damage because of this, he's gonna be much harder to get the perks for. Okay, so keep that in mind. And also keep it in mind that when when you're playing, if you're gonna be kind of a low spender or a medium spender, you might wanna be using your Simon. I'm kind of using my Simon as a gathering hero, because he got the 3 strong gathering perks. But that's that's basically just because I did buy Bassel, and I decided to kind of skip Simon, and then I got Amalia. I guess if I didn't get Amalia, I would actually be using Simon. I would be using Nimitz and Simon right now. I wouldn't be using Bassel, so keep that in mind. And yeah. The reason is, as you can see, like if I had the proper ones, I would have on the purple heroes, the maximum values for perks are 60% all forces HP, 60% single type HP, 60% single type attack, 60% all attack. So you will actually have like 120% extra attack for your navy, even though the exclusive skill is the default skill is kind of weak. But yeah. Another thing that I actually kind of skipped over is that when you compare Nimitz and Bassel, you're actually gonna be able to upgrade your Nimitz's exclusive skill by Island Store and so on. For Bassel, you would have to buy it in like the special events and stuff where you have to pay money for it. So again, like, keep it in mind. So as you can see, I'm pretty much just using him now for gold skills. Like, I don't really use him now. I do use him in SVS Warzone when I use my Amalia for my air. When I use Amalia for air or land, then I switch Bassel to use him for my navy. That's true. I will actually probably use him for individual defense as well, possibly, because I might want to use Amalia for land, but no, because I can actually use Amalia for both. I can use Amalia for both land and navy now in defending the base. So yeah. Anyhow, so keep the things that I said in mind, and I will actually go over one more thing. I think that I've been recording this video a few times now, so I think that I skipped over how you get Bassel. Okay, so you usually get him for $20 in events. that are kind of like Pioneer Trial, that they have some, you know, things like I got him in Baking Event, which was like kill a lot of Dark Forces, kill a lot of Warhammers, get points, and get the milestones. And on the left there was some rewards, and then on the right, if you pay $20, you got more rewards. So I got him, and I got some other stuff as well. But since then, there was already 2 events when you could get him for free. In last 2 months, there was twice an event which was giving these chests for free. And basically it's either chests which give you 10 times 10 chests, where you can each of them lets you choose one Bassel shard, one Jira shard, one Suru shard, or an orange shard, or they give you one chest which gives you 10 of them. And there was a Ramadan login calendar, which I might have some screenshot of, but I'm not gonna go look for that right now. It's already quite long, the video, and so on. And I actually do need to go and finish my daily stuff that I kind of skipped. Anyhow, so sorry, what was I want to finish? So basically, sorry, I'm gonna get back on track in a moment. Okay. I'm just gonna pause this and finish my stuff. And so anyway, so you get these boxes that let you pick Bassel if you want. However, as I said, there was a Ramadan calendar which was completely free if you logged in 30 times. And then there was the Paint the Town, which cost 5,000 gems, but it gave you 6,000 gems when you finished it. And it also gave you an option to pick him. So I would say, basically, if you are gonna be a medium spender who can afford Amalia, you do not really need Bassel, because you are not gonna be using him for quite a while. And if you're gonna be a low spender, you kind of don't need to buy him either, because if you wait long enough, like, I'm pretty sure that there is gonna be another option to get him for free. So basically, unless your Nimitz is already maxed out, or like you don't want to use your assignment for whatever reason, I would say that you do not really want to get Bassel, okay? Or if it's the other, maybe if it's the opposite, like if you can get Bassel very early, before you actually level your Nimitz up, if you can switch your Bassel for your Nimitz, so if you can use your Bassel with your Simon instead of using Nimitz, that's another thing, okay? So maybe take that into consideration. But as I said earlier in the video, you have to take it into consideration how you're going to level him up. If it's going to be worth it for you to level him up, compared to leveling up Nimitz, compared to using Simon instead of him. Simon with plus 60 perks is going to be better than Bassel until he's 4 stars at least. Like, if I had proper perks on my Simon, it would be better than using a 3-star Bassel, okay? You'd have to have at least 4 stars Bassel, and even then, like, the Bassel would be better for hitting Word Boss, for instance, for pure damage, but when fighting other players, he would be worse, because, like, the Simon would be giving you an extra 120% HP, which would be a lot, It would be like quarter of your actual effective HP, if you know what I mean, like, when after the multipliers. Since you already have usually like 300, 400% extra HP and attack. So anyway, so I am gonna end this video soon, and thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe, and until next time.